Hi friends, this is Batel from Batel's Kitchen. Hope everyone is doing well. Happy Hanukkah, happy holidays. So excited to be here, for real. You have no idea what happened to me. First of all, let me mute my phone. 1 second. I don't want any. 1 second. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to make today the best potato latkes ever. Why is it so amazing? First of all, it is baked, it is gluten-free, it is so easy, only a few ingredients, and I've been making it so many times, but here comes the story. First of all, hi guys, whoever is joining, I'm doing this one on my Facebook page, and I'm gonna share it later. If you want, you can share it as well. So I'm gonna start peeling up potatoes and tell you the story. Why have I disappeared? So it's been about 5 days that I don't have a phone. And this era of life, not having a phone is like you don't have an ear. Now, there are many benefits to it, don't get me wrong, which I'll share with you about that as well. But my phone broke, I think on Thursday. It was just in the morning. I was making coffee or something, and I was just about to charge my phone, and it fell on the floor, and I saw that the screen got messed up, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna deal with that later. And I had to take my kids to school, so I always have at home like old phones from previous years, and I took the other phones just so that I have a way to communicate. I didn't have my WhatsApp, I didn't have my emails, I didn't have nothing. And then, whenever my kids are a little bit cranky, I put something for them in the car to watch. And just before we get home, my son pulls the phone, which had no screen protector as well, and this phone broke as well. I broke 2 phones in 1 day. 2 phones in 1 day. And I was like, God is trying to tell me something. Something is going on. And it was a Thursday, and anyways, on Friday I'm not too active because it's just before the weekend, before Shabbat, so I'm busy cooking. And I was like, he's trying to tell me something, maybe to take a break, maybe to detox, maybe to I don't know what. And really I felt like I'm a little bit lost because I'm so into being connected with you guys, and I feel like I want to share all my recipes, and I want to share my kitchen creations and secrets, and take you with me in this very exciting journey, which I'm excited about and passionate about. And I had no phone to share it with you, and it's gonna be so ridiculous if you're gonna believe me right now, but I'm actually using a mouse to use my broken phone. Otherwise it would not work. So I still don't have a phone. It needs to get to my house in the mail in a couple of days. So I'm still kind of like trying to survive, and I know I'm very quiet on social media, but I was like, how can I not share this amazing potato recipe with you? I cannot. I mean, I have to. Okay, so 1 second. Here it is. I put a timer for my already pre-made potato latkes, which I'm going to show you. So really, I was sitting in the computer. I was really sitting with myself and doing so many things I didn't get to do, which was a really awakening part for me, like to detox a little bit from all what's going on in the world. From what people show you in social media, how life is really perfect, and all that kind of stuff. And I had a great time, just me and myself, and I really had time to put some thoughts together and enjoy the moment. But then I was like, I gotta find a way to share what I do. So I'm doing this live today with my computer mouse, with my broken phone, but I'm here. Give me thumbs up for that. And really, I know that last year I shared the 3-ingredient Latkes recipe, and I keep getting messages from you guys that you are crazy over it, because I know it's the best recipe ever, and it is baked. So we're all about healthy over here. I do not fry. I hate frying. If I want to have fried food, I'm just gonna buy, or I'm gonna eat by someone else. So I try to keep it really simple here. I'm gonna wash those potatoes. Meanwhile, you can tell me, how are you doing? How's your Hanukkah going? And where are you tuning from? I see Chaya is here. I see Anna is here. Shalom, shalom. So nice that you guys on the line. So I want to mention that you can definitely use a box grater to grate this, but today I'm going to use my very, very friendly fruit processor, which I'm obsessed with, because it takes 2 minutes to shred all those things. So yeah, I literally experimented on a couple of very, very exciting recipes, and it always comes down to really having a good latkes, potato latkes. But I do have one from zucchini, which I love, 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 love. And I also have in my cookbook eggless possibilities, a really delicious zucchini patties. So you can make those as well if you have the book, and I know so many of you have the book, so that's great. It is literally the ultimate book for this time of the year, but not just. Okay, so I have potatoes over here. I have carrot and an onion. So far, easy, right? Okay, now I do have to pull something out of the oven. 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm here, guys, just 1 minute. I work with my timer, of course. Okay, I'm back. Hello from Malta. How nice, how nice. Okay, so I'm gonna bring my food processor right here. Have you guys been frying? Have you guys been eating too many donuts? I ate like 2 donuts so far, which is not a lot. Alrighty, so here's my food processor. Here we go. So that's here, and we need the disc of the grating. So you know there are like 2 levels of the grating one. There is the bigger one and there is the smaller one. I'm gonna use the smaller one because the potato latkes gets to be crispier. So if you were to use, 1 second, where is it? If you were to use the box grater, this one, so this is not too big, but this is small, so it's up to you. Maybe you want to mix a little bit here, a little bit there. But what I'm using in my food processor is the thinner one, which I love better. So let's close it, and you'll see it's so fast. And I'm going to pull this out. Here is our potatoes. and carrot. And I'm gonna start. Just wanna make sure it's a small one. 1 second. No, I made the bigger one, you see? Always better to check. What I love about the food processor is that they come like strings, and it's just visually, it's so beautiful. And I'm putting my onion as well. I don't know why people don't use food processor. It takes 2 minutes. Okay, this one I'm gonna cut. That's it. Alrighty. Now, this is the most important stage. I'll show you. So I am taking my bowl back, just giving it a very quick rinse. Here we go. I am placing a towel right here. And I'm going to drop everything. Look at the carrots. Everything is shredded so beautifully. Let me know if you guys can see me well and hear me well. All right. If you have a little bit of big pieces, you can take them out. And actually the other day I made a soup. I just threw it into the soup. I did not throw it in the garbage. Even now I'm just putting it in my colander and I'll see what I can do with that. Okay, so everything is here. Whew, this onion is strong. And here's what you're going to do. Just, I'm gonna use my gloves right now. Minimal oil, minimal work, maximum flavor, maximum texture. It reminds me so much of my mom's latkes, and I shared with you a link for really good latkeses that I've been making over the years, but this is a brand new recipe which I'm obsessed with. So I said, why not share? Everybody wants to eat healthier. You know, everybody knows how to make unhealthy food. So let's share healthy food over here. So I'm just pulling everything. You make sure it's a kitchen towel that is clean, unused, and you know the drill. You're just going to squeeze it. Look how much water comes out. A little bit of workout, no? Did you work out today? Gonna take everything out as much as you can. All right, that looks good. Look. This is very healthy. We can put it in a soup, actually. Okay. I'm going actually to put it in a little bowl and figure out what to do with it later. this liquid will ruin your latkes. You do not want that in the oven. And because we're not using any eggs or something like that, you want to keep it as dry as possible. Okay, here it is. We're gonna take our mixture, put it back here in the bowl. We have all the flavors because we have the onion, we have beautiful color from the carrot. Our main ingredient is a potato. All right, now what I want to do is kind of like just open it. That was fast so far, right? Just open. Shred everything. Fine. Now, the next step is just to season it, and you'll see. So, we're going with the basics first of all, which is salt and pepper. Some black pepper. Some salt, about half a tablespoon. It depends on the amount of the potatoes you put. I'm showing you the technique, and the recipe will be posted on my Instagram, so make sure you're following there. 1 second. All right, my next ingredient is cornstarch, organic cornstarch. You're gonna put about 2 tablespoons over here. The starch is going to stick it together. And my other very healthy ingredient, not that cornstarch is a big thing, but if it's organic, you're on the safe side. You can do potato starch, you can do arrowroot. I believe I'm using ground oats. You know that I'm a big fan of grounding my oats, so I can do anything with that. I can bind, I can make pancakes, I can make muffins, I can make whatever I want. So I'm putting 3 tablespoons of oat flour. And now, again, the method and the technique is just to kind of like coat everything. It's gonna look a little bit weird at the beginning because the cornstarch is pretty sticky, and that's why I love using the gloves and kind of like airing it, bringing air, and then everything gets coated nicely. All right, that's my timer. One second. All right. Now, you can even taste if it's salty for you, if you want to add more salt. And at this stage, everything is coated and it starts to get a little bit sticky, but don't worry, it's completely fine. As you go, keep separating it. Just make sure it's coated. And we're ready to make the latkes. Now you can pan fry it with a little oil on a non-stick skillet. You can do that. But if we started easy life with a food processor, we're gonna continue easy life with baking it because the outcome is really good. Okay, so I have a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, and I'm taking some olive oil and just a little bit drizzling because I'm gonna drizzle on top as well. I don't wanna make it too oily. And here is my mixture. Here we go. So I'm taking, and what I want to do is just take a little pile, and you see how airy this is? So what I want to do is just dump it on the baking sheet and flatten it. Why am I showing you this? Because I don't want us to go and kind of like make more dense formal latkes kind of thing, like a bowl kind of thing. No, this is not the goal. We want to get the edges really crispy and crunchy, trust me. So we're just taking a handful of piles, we're putting them right here and dumping them. So while I'm doing that, I'd love to hear from you. What are you doing with the kids at home these Hanukkah days? So my kids are on and off with school because some classes are closing because of the corona. It's such a mess. So I have one child at home, the rest are in school, and in 2 days everyone is going to be at home again because it's a vacation. So I'm trying to think, you know, which activities we can go and do instead of just staying at home watching TV. I actually heard a story yesterday from somebody that she said that she never fries things at home, and even if she does, it's never ever when the kids are around, because years ago she was at the hospital taking her 1 month baby, her newborn, to the hospital because he was having problem breathing, whatever. So they found that he has allergy for milk, for dairy products, so she stopped eating. But while she was there, she saw a mom that brought her child, and the child was not, he did not stop to crying. And she asked her what happened, and she said that he accidentally, he put his finger on the skillet full of oil because she was frying something, and everything spilled on his face, on his eyes, on his body. And they took him to the ER, and he did not stop crying. And she sweared to herself that she will never fry when the kids are at home, or she would do anything just to keep the house really safe from that. And I myself, I'm a big evidence and advocate of that, because years ago I burnt my whole hand, my right hand. It was not Hanukkah, but it was some Saturday night. We invited a lot of people to our house. It was some sort of like a party thing that we did, we hosted. And we had so many people that the women came and sat in my kitchen. And I was so distracted, and I was frying donuts. And it was not Hanukkah, I was frying donuts. And instead of putting my hand into the dough, I put my hand into the hot oil. I don't know how I did that. I got a really serious burn. I had about 100 people in my house, and it was a mess. I was a college student. I could not function. I could not type in the computer. I could not cook, get dressed. I could not do anything. I was literally handicapped. And ever since, I did not fry. I rarely fry. If I'm dying for fried food, I would ask for my husband. But even now, with that, I have kids, I do not really see myself frying, especially not deep oil. And if I do have to fry, it would be when no one is home, or I would really use extra caution on that one. It's not a joke. It's really not a joke. This is a serious business, you guys. So you get so many latkeses from this. The recipe really calls for about 6. You can do half, you can do like 3 potatoes. But look, we got 15, and you're gonna get about 18 to 20. So that's a nice quantity. And you'll see what I'm doing now. Okay, so you see this? This is our latkeses. How nice. And now I'm going to drizzle a tiny more olive oil. That's it. And now my oven is preheated to 420, and that goes in for exactly 10 minutes. Then we're going to flip it. So put a timer, 10 minutes. Now, you probably want to see how it looks like, right? I already made one. I just took it out of the oven. Look at this beauty, you guys. Look at that. So they are golden, they're baked, they are delicious. And they look as fried as you can, and these are baked. Look how crunchy they are, because you can see the crunch. You know why? Because of all these edges. So I hope you guys are going to try it. I know you're gonna love them. I know, because last year you loved my 3-ingredient latkes. This is a new recipe. It is gluten-free, it is baked, it is so easy. You do have to try it. My kids are obsessed with it. I make it almost every day, and I want you to make it too. In order to make oat flour, all you have to do is ground some oats in a blender or food processor. Just make sure you grind it as fine as you can, and just keep it in like a jar or something, so you always have oat flour on hand whenever you want to make something. So that's that. Also, remember my cookbook, Eggless Possibilities? It is now on Amazon on an ebook version. Finally, you can get it anywhere in the world, just on a click. So you can check it out. Eggless Possibilities, now available on Amazon, and soon it's going to be available on my website as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed. The full recipe is going to be posted on my Instagram, Batel's Kitchen. Follow me over there. I'll see you next time. Chag Sameach. I love you all. Thanks for tuning. Bye bye.